Hey guys, this year I'm like really stepping things up as far as helping you become the hero of your own story. I got this program that I want to go through with you guys. It's inspired by Thor. Hey man, it's designed to help you get stronger. If you're trying to lose 5 to 10 pounds and increase your upper body strength, hey, this is something that you really want to check out. So fill out an application if you're interested. I'll be in touch with you. I'm trying to get this thing jumping off in March. So yeah, time is running out. Fill out an application and holler at me. What's up, y'all? My name is Prince, and I'm an urban acolyte. Hey, let's talk about this rumor about the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie that's now possibly going to be a 6-episode show on the Disney streaming service, Disney Plus. Right? So I had been reporting this back in the summer that there was going to be the Project Joshua Tree. That they were people from Lucasfilm were already scouting locations. I remember 2 years ago now, I was hanging out with Alex and Molly from Star Wars Explained at a YouTube event when the news broke that I think was it Stephen Daldry or somebody was attached to this Obi-Wan Kenobi project. The rumor, according to Star Wars News Net, is that after Solo wrapped up, that think production was supposed to begin on an Obi-Wan Kenobi standalone movie. The Ewan McGregor went to he was part of the red carpet thing with Solo because it was like, hey man, we're bringing you back into the fold, bringing you back into the family because you're next. You're the next Star Wars story. Kenobi, a Star Wars story, right? And then with the stuff that happened with Solo, it didn't perform as well as people projected it would in the box office. For whatever reason, Bob Iger stepped up to the plate and said, I said, let's put this out in May, when the financial call or whatever with the shareholders call, he said, we really should have put Solo at the end of the year in December. Star Wars is a December thing. But you know what? I'm glad that happened. Not glad that it happened for people who, their jobs are impacted. But, I've kind of been saying since the summer that, hey, we can have the big screen canon and we can have the small screen canon. And lately, I've been more interested in the small screen canon, the stuff that you can watch on your phone, on your tablet, from your couch, that you ain't got to go out to the movie theaters and see. For the big stuff, let's have that big, and that's for everybody. But for this stuff where we really want to really pay fan service and really dig into the minute details. Oh, you like Mandalorians? Did you like Boba Fett? Here's the Mandalorian. You can watch it from home, and the diehards can love it. They can watch it. They can enjoy it. People like Alex can dissect it for every random Easter egg that's going to come up in some trivia challenge. People like me that really are into the spirituality and the Force, we can look at this and explode our minds and go dig and look at Buddhist references and Taoist references and maybe even Judeo-Christian references, right? So that's I got ahead of myself. That's something that I'm interested in them exploring in a Kenobi series, a Kenobi standalone 6-hour series. Kenobi training with Qui-Gon, tie it to this Master and Apprentice book that Claudia Gray wrote, and she wrote the short story about Kenobi communing with Qui-Gon right before old Ben meets Luke in A New Hope, and we find out, oh man, Qui-Gon can materialize a body, and once you become one with the Force, you can continue to train. You can deepen your knowledge in the Force. And why is that cool to me? Well, if you hang out on the Star Wars chats, I think I talked about this while I was streaming Star Wars Old Republic. I tied it back to one particular, I don't want to call it a school of Taoism, but a Neigong school, right? and their interpretation of a line in the Tao Te Ching about those who preserve their center remain, they retain their consciousness beyond death. Right now I'm getting into like real life Jedi stuff, so I'm gonna stop what I'm saying there and not get too deep into that, because the people who like that kind of thing, I guess, hey, for one thing, you need to come and hang out when I'm streaming Star Wars Old Republic with my homeboy Manny. Shout out to Remnants of Hope, and Swotarista is a member of the guild. If you're interested in Star Wars Old Republic, check out her channel. She's got a great channel all about Star Wars Old Republic, very positive. And she's going to be at Star Wars Celebration Weekend with a booth about Star Wars Old Republic. It's awesome, right? Which is that this is a tangent, but that's about the only way that I would show up as a shill at a celebration weekend, is if it were for the Old Republic, the game, right? And I hadn't talked about this, but EA has reached out to me about Star Wars gaming, not Battlefront. I'm not that big of a deal, but when the Old Republic expansion came to what's the mobile game? I don't know the name of Galaxy of Heroes. Yeah, they actually reached out to me about coming out to I guess someplace in Sacramento to check out the Old Republic expansion. I didn't do it because I don't really play that game. So, but yeah, so I had my chance of being an influencer in Star Wars gaming, and I passed it by. But anyway, what I was saying, though, I got on a huge tangent. Like I said, this is off the dome. Is it the idea of exploring the Force, and then, you know, the things that I said a long time ago that I've said on every video about this Kenobi project. Because the question is, what story can you tell about Kenobi? Well, you've already got the book from the EU, Kenobi. I haven't read it, but this is what I said to Alex. This is what I've said in every Kenobi video that I've done. Hey man, you've got the tales of old Ben Kenobi, right? He's the lawman that can't use his gun, right? It's a Western with the lawman who can't use his pistol. He can't vroom, 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 go waving his lightsaber. Where's my light? My lightsaber's right there. I was like, don't I have a lightsaber to wave? I do. So he can't run around waving his lightsaber all over the place. You know what? I got a green lightsaber and a green screen, so y'all probably won't even see any of this. It's just going, what is Prince doing? You know, but he can't go running around waving his lightsaber all over Tatooine, because they're going to be like, Jedi. You know, he don't want to draw attention to himself, so he's got to find, you know, little crazy ways. So it's like, you know, Kung Fu the legend, you know, like Bruce Lee's concept, you know, he solves all the problems without a gun. He uses Kung Fu. So Obi-Wan Kenobi's got to find these ways of using the Force, and he's deepening his connection, his understanding of the Force, and he's watching over Luke Skywalker. And I'm sure there's some interesting story. I've heard, you know, the rumor is that the script is great. So I don't know. Right now, it's just a rumor. The big sister Trisha Barr, shout out to the Fangirls Going Rogue podcast, Fangirls Going Rogue Facebook group. She said, look, right now, we're back at stage one when Disney first acquired Lucasfilm, and they're like, you know, it's like, you get a show, you get a show, you get a like any idea that somebody can throw out with, they are like, what can we do with this, right? Because that's really the way that the story group works. That's really how they work. People think, oh, they police canon. No, that's not what they really do. What they do, and this is why I'm always like, look, if you don't like the story, start writing, is, hey, if you've got some great idea, some great concept, you pitch it. Of course, you know, they're so big that normally they come to you. But hey, you never know. You pitch them a concept, and they're like, okay, let's see how this can work. And then the job of the story group is to make sure that your concept, your idea, fits within the bigger narrative, fits within the timeline with where they would kind of ultimately like to take these characters, right? That's how the sequel saga, that's how it's happened, right? The only thing is, in the future, like, you know, we should probably have some idea of what's going to happen with these characters before we just go all willy-nilly. You know, it's like, well, we let everything out of the box, right? And now we got to figure out where all the pieces go. And moving forward, it's all right, this is where the pieces are going to go, but the way they get there is where we're going to let you be a little bit more creative. So, I don't know. I know I kind of been rambling and ranting. Like I said, this is straight off the dome. Be honest, I kind of don't want to do a video today with all this drama and just BS and all kinds of stuff going on between Captain Marvel and some of these channels that I don't know that get off on being toxic and negative. Like, hey, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, sometimes I come out hard, and sometimes, a lot of times, those are scripted, right? That Ben Shapiro video on Black Panther, where people, I did that specifically to trigger some people. It was completely scripted. I do that stuff on purpose, right? Hey, this is a no drama zone here, man. Like, that's not really, I'm not trying to be that kind of dude. Like, I had an incident today where this dude was jawing off, and I was telling someone, I was like, hey, dog, I gotta walk away, man. This dude, he's going that way and he's talking. I gotta tune him out and turn this way and act like nothing's happening, because I'm a veteran. I got a short fuse and little stuff like that. And because I know that, because I've learned that about myself, you know, it's like when I feel myself getting ready to go there, it's like, hey, man, nope. You messing up my Zen thing, man, which means I'm not going to give you that power over me. I'm one with the force is with me, right? But, you know, on the internet, people who would never speak to you in reality will say all kinds of stuff. And I'm not about any of this stuff, man. I'm not interested, right? With the Captain Marvel thing, if people don't like Captain Marvel for whatever reason, honestly, I don't care. I don't even know anything about Brie Larson's politics. I don't know what she said about who and when and where. Because, hey, man, I'm trying to practice my kung fu, swing my kettlebells, eat my beans and rice, and holler at Rose Tycho. I say that jokingly, but my friend, the Qigong Tigress, hey, man, real life, she is Rose Tycho. I don't know, man. Like, I'm gonna leave this in, because I mean, like, all the stuff that's going on, it's not even like, I'm not a coward. Like, I don't back down to nobody. And these people that are, you know, spreading all this stuff, hey, man, I ain't no ounce of, they don't put no ounce, not one iota, not 1 ounce of fear in me. But like I said, I don't do drama, man. Like, and then just with all this, it makes me not want to do this anymore, right? Because I'd rather just talk about the stuff, like Rose said, you know, protect what you love, not fight what you hate. What I love are the things that Star Wars, the Marvel movies, the Superman, man, I love Superman and Green Lantern, what they made me want to do, what they made me want to be, right? I'd rather talk about training and how to get there and becoming the hero of your story, right? That's what I'm interested in. And all this other stuff, man, y'all can have it, man. I don't give a damn about being the most popular person in the Star Wars community. I don't give a fuck about the Star Wars community. I don't give a fuck about this YouTube shit, if I be real with you. Like, 2018, you know why my channel almost died in 2018? Because I didn't want to fucking do YouTube anymore, man. Like, most of the time I hate this shit. I hate people tweeting me about dumb shit. Prince, I need to know what you don't need to know what I think. What do you think? Why do you think that? Hey, man, my homeboy Davlin07, one of the first people to subscribe to this channel, followed me over from Golden Bell Training, right? He knew what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you to think about why you think the way you do, right? It don't matter if I'm talking about Star Wars, if I'm clapping at people leaving negative reviews on the Rotten Tomatoes, right? You hate Captain Marvel. Why do you hate Captain Marvel? Why do you hate Brie Larson? Is it because somebody told you that? But why do you feel that way? If she made this statement, what does that mean to you? Why does it matter to you what she said in a certain context, if she even said it, right? People don't think that, and that's so, you know, when people say, oh, you don't get it, man, you're right, I don't get it, because I'm not thinking that way, right? I'm asking myself, but what does this have to do with me? How does this contribute to my internal development? It doesn't. So why am I engaging, right? Whole lot of this stuff on YouTube, I don't watch it. I don't watch a lot of these people on YouTube. Why? How does it contribute to my internal development? It doesn't. So drop it, right? If you're listening to me right now and you're like, you know what? I don't even like Prince. I just come to thumbs down and call him a dumbass. This doesn't contribute to my internal development at all. So why am I watching? Then don't.